Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic week. Well, somebody needs to be fired. So this incident sounds almost like a little bit of road rage on the high seas. And the story goes, in Bermuda, a doctor was returning back in his boat when all of a sudden he looked over and he saw 5 tourists on jet skis trying to flag him down, trying to get his attention. So he pulled his boat over beside them and ended up finding out that they were part of a shore excursion, a tour guide from the cruise ships, and they had been abandoned by their cruise operator. In fact, the story goes that the cruise operator apparently was irate about the way they were handling the jet skis. Now, we all know there's no age set on here. There's no discussion of how they were behaving because it's the people telling the doctor the story, so they're not going to say how bad they were or if they were bad. But apparently he was unhappy with the way that they were operating the jet skis, so what he did was he called them all over into a group. Once they got into the group, he took out all their keys and drove away. Left them out in the ocean with no supervision and no powered vehicles, just sitting jet skis. That is fired as far as I'm concerned. No matter how irate you might be at people, you wait until you get back to shore to handle the situation. You find them, you charge their credit card, you call the police, you do something then. You don't leave people who are novices out in the ocean. What if, they got into trouble when they were out there? What if a boat came by just thinking that they were out there, and as a joke they send a huge wave towards them and they topside? What happens if one of them says, you know what, I better go for help, and decides to swim to shore and drowns? Lots of things could have turned this story into a much worse situation. So apparently the doctor, they helped tie off the jet skis and he towed them back into shore. And nobody was panicking from the group. They weren't, screaming hell or high water for justice or anything like that. The most thing they were concerned about was missing their cruise ship. And in all point of fact, I kind of think that's what this person was hoping to do, to teach him a lesson. Oh yeah? Well, let's see you get back in time for your cruise ship now, and it's going to cost you thousands of dollars. Ha ha ha. Yeah, that's kind of the situation there. Oh, we don't have to be responsible because you were misusing the equipment, so it's your responsibility. And yeah, that kind of seems like what it is. Now, once they got back to shore, the people just headed off to the cruise ships. They never stated which cruise ship they were on, but there were only 2 in port that day. So we had the Anthem of the Seas from Royal Caribbean, and we had the Carnival Sunrise. Neither one has come out with a statement yet about any incident. So this is coming from the news in Bermuda, the newspaper that's run there. The doctor says the tour company was KS Water Sports, and he doesn't know who the tour conductor was, but they were the ones who were running the shore excursion. Now, they also have not commented yet on the situation, but the doctor reported things to the Maritime Police, and the police in Bermuda are investigating the situation, and chances are charges will be brought, because this is not a good look for any tour operator. Can you imagine if one of these people had gotten into trouble or drowned because this person left them? That person could be charged with second-degree murder because they were directly or indirectly responsible from their actions for somebody's death. So not a good look, not a good look at all. And I hope KS Water Sports comes out with a statement saying, this person's been let go, we apologize, etc., etc., etc. And something like this could make you lose your contract with the cruise lines. If the story gets out that this is exactly what happened, it's very easy. Company can lose an entire, your entire livelihood because of one individual's stupidity out there. So yeah, it always goes to show you got to be careful everywhere you go. Even people who are doing tour operating with you, some of them are just jerks. There's jerks everywhere in the world. And so, yeah, always be aware. Always be aware. And by the way, if you're all in a group in the middle of the ocean on jet skis and the tour conductor looks a little upset with you and he starts taking the keys out of the jet skis, after the first two, stop him. Don't let him take your keys because he's going to do something stupid. You don't take everyone's keys in the middle of the ocean to have a talk. He's being an idiot. He's doing something bad. Don't let that happen. Just an FYI. Well, I hope you liked this news update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel blogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.